We're going to space.
Whole hullabaloo about you, man, and this mess you got going.
I would take an axe to a couple people's heads. I mean, I would go barbarian.
To a couple robots?
No,
because
to maybe
really...
like a town, like Oblivion style.
Whoa, no, you just...
Sir, we're talking about robots.
Scabies is a that's also a staple of white culture.
Y'all some nasty niggas, bro.
Like
Is that white culture?
I believe
Y'all can
scabies,
keep that
It's
shit.
dirty.
But the black people, they smoke the weed and they get too relaxed.
I'm not getting taken down by no British cops.
Is this true, Don Juice? Is this true? You know the foreign affairs. Is this true?
It's propaganda. Just saying.
Hello, friends, fans, and everybody in between. We're back after a very short hiatus. I was out.
A donkey dick.
Wait, but answer my question first.
Oh God, we still on
Everybody, hello. If you can pick a century to go to, which one? And it can't be a future one because you don't know anything about the future one.
The future and the century when you didn't ask this question.
Well, that'd be all of them except for this one.
Okay,
so
well, then there's your answer.
that's not an answer. You have to pick one.
Except for slavery. No, I take it back. Yes, slavery. Because I go back with all the guns, all the technology, freeing everybody.
So
changing history.
No, I'm saying if you had to be born into
if you said a decade,
no,
I was born in the 20th century in 1900s. That's
correct.
a lot of shit happened in that 100 years. So,
correct.
like, no, that's not fair because, like, I'm fine with the century I was born in. I wouldn't go to a different one because that wouldn't work for me. That's simple. Like, what? I'm gonna go be a fucking feudal peasant in the 1300s.
Well, I mean, okay, think of it this way: if you were born in the 20th
okay
century, no.
Okay, so I'd either be a child factory worker,
a
otherwise. Well, yeah, I'd end up being a merchant, but I would start.
Merchant.
I would start out as being a child factory worker.
You
is
sell
the issue.
goats.
I would probably lose at least 2 fingers to the presses.
You sell goats. You miss most of your
No,
teeth.
side work.
Yeah, no teeth.
Side work.
Little to no teeth.
Less
Two
sugar, less food. Only lost teeth due to malnutrition, and it was only this tooth and this tooth. I'd probably have scurvy. I already have to fight off the scurvy.
You think you'd have lemons for the scurvy?
No, that's a commodity. That's expensive. What do you mean?
Lemons do go bad after a certain time. Lemons.
So yeah, no, fuck it. If you wanted to say decade,
no, it's just it made me think of Always Sunny and Cricket.
If you
and
said
his lemons.
anti-scurvy properties, then it's
eating lemons to fight off the scurvy.
Yeah.
They just give him a bag of lemons. Like here.
I love Cricket smoking PCP.
Turn
No,
if
if you had said decade, I would love to go to the 30s. You know, like
be born in or be an adult in.
So he can say that he just wants to go so he can say the N word,
like an 18,
and try to trap.
No,
Whoa.
no, none of that. I'd be an American.
You said the 30s.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would say the N word without an A or an ER because that was the common tongue. I'm not gonna say.
Wait, you say nig?
No, with the.
You said without an A or
the Spanish word.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I guess
say
coloreds
Negro?
maybe. Was
Coloreds.
Was coloreds a
Oh,
thing
look
at
at
that
this
point?
Negro over here.
Coloreds.
Well, I wouldn't.
Oh no, coloreds can't sit with us. Sorry.
Might as well start saying. Can we start that? Can we start calling people coloreds?
I mean, you
people
can
are
start
calling
color
themselves people of color.
People like.
Okay. So if you say people of color,
thing.
if you say person of color in Spanish, how do you say it? Persona de color. And if you say colored person in Spanish, it is persona de color. So It's the same fucking thing. It's literally the same thing.
Yeah,
Putting the ED at the end of something
people,
like that.
People of color.
It's the same fucking
I just don't
thing.
like it because I'm not a crayon page. Okay, like I'm not
Yeah, no, I
colored.
get that, but it's like if you're gonna sit there
Colored.
and call people POCs, just
It's
cut the bullshit.
yeah.
You know what you're saying.
As I said last podcast,
call them smokes.
let me put it exactly as I said it last time.
That's the only
You
black
got a
people.
bunch of old white people born in the 1950s and the 1960s who are teaching people to be that it is the woke thing to do to call people colored again, but not just blacks, anybody who's not white. So it's an extra form of being exclusionary. You know what I mean? Like,
basically, yeah.
oh no,
oh shit,
It's a summoning.
Zuck calling.
That is a summoning.
Zuck is coming.
Summoning.
There are demons in the room right now. If someone could press a volume down button, it would be the best. But
Damn, bro, what you did?
oh man, my tenants, they're calling me at 12:06 a.m.
You sure you're not like a prostitute over there? Like, you sure you just...
No, so I think what's happening is the crack dealers have gone too crazy and they're running amok in this poor guy's
Oh
home.
wait, do you want to do the
You
intro?
call the cops?
I like interrupted
I already said hello, friends, fiends, and everybody in between.
our intro.
We got a good panel here tonight. We are hyped.
It's
we
a
out
regular
here.
panel.
It's a good panel. What do you mean? That doesn't
Oh,
mean
shit.
what do you mean? What are you trying to say?
Damn,
Are you calling
Sam.
yourself regular? Are you just saying you're
Speak-
mediocre?
I mean,
I'm
speak for
deflating in the back.
I'm trying to give you a compliment right now. Like, I have got one of the most intelligent, charismatic panels here that could ever exist, but somebody...
You're in the minority.
wait-
How do you feel about that?
Way to
Do you
take
feel
the air out of the
uncomfortable?
rooms, Ed.
Not this time, no. I've said it before when I
You
have.
do. You often mention how uncomfortable you
I don't-
feel when you're
I
the
don't-
only white person.
Have I said it this time?
That's why I asked.
you're
I
like-
beat you to it.
Are you really the only white person when there's two other white people in the room?
Well, on the cast,
On the cow.
on the panel. But no, I don't. I actually have. I was told earlier that I took a blacks only Hennessy shot, which made me feel extra racist.
You weren't a part
Oh,
of that.
you took the black Hennessy
You weren't a
shot?
part. That was for the blacks, and I don't know who snuck you a shot.
Moody did.
But I will rectify this in the morning.
That was a
That was a
test.
I will rectify it.
This will be
That was a
addressed.
Yeah, we will address this. We're gonna trademark
I
for
don't-
the blacks
I don't
only.
believe. I don't believe in black cards.
.org.com.
I don't believe in
.net.
black cards. But even
For
if
the
I did,
blacks
I don't
only.
think I think I've lost mine too many times to be able to. You know, it's not a real thing.
No.
I just drank some Hennessy. It was a fun time. Everybody had a good time.
Yeah,
I'm having a good time now. So
Hennessy's not that good.
no, it's really not. I agree.
Hennessy's great.
No, I don't.
It's
I
really
don't
not.
like
like
If
it.
you want to be
Cognac.
serious about it, it's really not.
unless
Cognac
it's
is
mixed
good.
with wine and fucking.
What's
fruit.
wrong with
Good,
Hennessy?
But not Hennessy.
It's trashy.
You got to have Remy Martin. You got to try Martell is good.
So I remember when I worked
Bunch of
at
good
the
stuff.
gay bar on hip hop
Say that
night.
again.
With the gays.
gay bar,
With the-
bar.
What, you some gay dude from Boston?
No, there's a song.
gay
but
bar.
Who did that? Who did that song?
The sound of
Shouts
like
out.
Boston.
Wait,
Like
is there
Lifeline?
celery? I smell celery.
There is celery. Holy shit! Oh my god!
Mitch is back up.
How did you see that? How did
I
you
didn't.
Now, hold up,
I
hold
just-
up. Right now,
I-
Vinny is being the most balanced person in this room right
Mitch
now.
is being healthy.
He's not only is he
Go ahead.
drinking liquor,
Are
but
you
he's
making
Green Mitch.
celery
eating
straws?
celery
Listen,
Green
straws.
Mitch.
This man make sure he has strong teeth,
This
healthy
man
bones.
is the healthiest man in this room right
Fibrous
He's
shit.
clearing out. He's
Super
clearing out his
fiber.
pores.
He's
He's
getting rid of
detoxing.
toxins.
Whoa.
All right, so we got.
Did you like season that at all?
Hey.
Hey, okay, so we got the beautiful people in here tonight. We got Big Boss Man over here.
Yeah.
He's wearing the roar out headphones I got from my A+
the Roar.
certification class. My roar out,
The roar.
and they work kind of well as a headband though.
They do.
That's like their only purpose at this point. I guess they still omit sound. Not omit. I can't speak. I've been drinking way too much. Next we got Spaceboy Dandy with her Japanese Snoopy shirt, and it looks like he's gonna race. And
He's going to
I'm-
race so fast.
He's about to do the race.
He's about to be TK.
Yeah.
Well, he's about to get what was it? 52
That's what it
years,
says.
37 years.
He killed
Yeah.
he killed Woodstock, and now he's on the run.
Oh no! I'd shoot that bird.
You would?
Yeah, fuck that bird.
Okay.
He's always trying to show Snoopy up like I'm a better animal. I can fly a plane.
I mean, he's. Yeah. I didn't really like either of them.
No, fuck
Snoopy,
both
that
of
nigga,
them.
what you mean? Snoopy,
No, fuck both of
that
them.
dance move. He be slick. with it.
He could do a good
He-
2-step.
He could get it.
That motherfucker.
He be
He
stepping.
can.
He'd,
He
snap,
do-
he'd take your bitch.
He be. Yeah.
Snoopy
Smooth
all up,
with
snooping
it.
in your bitch. Next week we got the big BH. He sounds.
What up?
You sound that okay. So I don't want to offend you by saying that name sounds like this. So how have you been? I just got a different story. There's a
great.
burger I ate this week,
Okay.
and it's called the Boss, and it's at Chili's, right? Let me explain this burger. I was so impressed by it. It was all the other burgers were like 800, 900 calories. This was 1,600 calories.
Oh.
And it was I think a quarter-pound burger with like Monterey Jack cheese,
Ooh.
bacon, brisket, and rib meat.
Rib
with
meat.
mayo, lettuce, and tomato. And
Why they have to specify rib meat instead of just saying rib?
because there's no bone.
You can still say rib without the.
You can still say, oh yeah, you can still say.
I think it's fine to say
without
rib meat.
Yeah.
I think you're being.
They say
That's like
specific,
taco
but it's-
meat.
but
They
it's
say
Chili's.
big rib. And
That's
there's
like
no
that taco
rib in
meat
thing.
shit. I hate when people say fucking taco meat. It pisses me the fuck off. And
Well,
it's
okay,
like,
so I worked at Moe's, right? And like we called
It's
our
not a
taco.
thing. It's not a thing.
There's no taco meat.
Yes.
You can put any meat in a taco, right?
That
So
is
like,
At
true.
Steak and
Taco
Shake, they
meat
have
is not a
taco
thing.
beef.
that's for the the chili
round up
mats.
cats, bro.
I used to
That
do
is-
shots of that shit. It was so greasy.
What?
Oh yeah, I was very unhealthy when I
Shots?
weighed 140
Wait,
pounds.
shots of what? Raw beef?
Not raw beef. No, it was frozen. And then you would boil it, portion it out into 2-ounce souffle cups, microwave it. It would be set in a. Then after all that, it would be set in a refrigerator until you needed it to when you would then microwave it. I believe for 20 seconds. It would
Mostly
boil up.
stick to the fucking plastic.
The plastic would shrivel up, and then there was like half of it was grease, and like
Just
some
pour it on.
for sustenance when I was doing all that ecstasy, I would just do shots of the fucking
grease.
of the grease meat of taco meat. But no, I get you. So when I was doing Moe's, like they would be like there would be like old white ladies who were like, "I want the taco meat." And it's like, okay, so you're getting a taco, and you want taco ground beef. So, yeah, taco meat. Yeah, hamburger. And also when they call it hamburger, it's not hamburger. It is not a hamburger until you press it into a fucking patty. When you make a
It's all
meatloaf,
hamburger. It's all hamburger.
no, it is ground beef.
It's hamburger.
You can
What do
make
you mean?
different dishes with the beef.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that.
It's
all-
so fucking hilarious.
It's all
I
muscle.
love it.
It's a mince. It's a minced meat.
No, I understand. It's a versatile.
So
it's a
fuck-
versatile
fuck-
ingredient.
No, fuck anybody who thinks that ground beef can only be used in tacos or hamburgers. You're fucking stupid. You're a lame. Try a stuffed pepper, you basic bitch. You know, like-
Oh my gosh!
all right, so
Were
we're.
you upset?
I am.
How does this tie into me? I don't understand.
No, it's just
because of the damn ribs.
The
Oh, yeah,
rib-
you started
the
about your burger.
Oh,
His
You
name.
started with
Wait.
the burger
It was the
and then-
BH Boss Burger. From
didn't
now on,
even-
you're Boss Burger.
No, the
BB King.
Her boss baby, now it's boss burger.
Bro Hamilton Boss Burger.
Yes.
BH Boss
wait.
Burger.
Who do we have to solicit to get that a thing?
Red Robin.
There's only
Red
one Red
Robin.
Robin in the Orlando
I've
area.
literally
No,
never
but you
even been to
capitalize
Red
off-
We
Think
Robin.
can.
about
That's
all the
exactly.
tourists that go
That's
through there.
exactly what we
Sidebar,
gotta do.
I will say this.
Let's take
Do
it
you
to
know-
McDonald's.
Do you know on Thursday nights you can go to Dave and Buster's
And get half price.
Yeah,
Or,
no,
oh no, it's the
$20
$20 unlimited wings,
unlimited
and
wings,
games,
unlimited games.
but certain games. Shouts
Ninja?
out David
I
Buster's.
guess.
Do you want
No,
Dave
no,
Buster's
nothing that
wings,
wins
though?
tickets. So
No
no,
Fruit Ninja.
No fruit. I'm such a badass at Dave and Buster's Fruit Ninja.
Gosh,
I
I
should-
remember I used to have it on my phone.
I just went to David Buster's this past week. After the forest visit, which I'll get to in a second, and I swear to God, I have 3,500 tickets on my card to spend in the thing. I've never cashed them out.
Was that like a
They're
towel?
So,
500
the
tickets.
first thing
You
I
can buy
do-
cocaine with this.
The first thing I always no, you got to get 100,000. So my plan
You can
is
buy a
to
brick with
my
that,
plan. Here's my plan. I want to wait until I get the 100,000 to get the game console, because the game console, once the time I have 100,000, is going to be the next gen. You know what I'm saying?
So
So-
you just walk in unannounced. And
Yeah.
just
So
say,
the
"Hey,
first thing I do when I walk in, right?
This is it.
I go to the little recharge station. I put like $30 on that motherfucker, right? And then I run to the. I don't run, but I'd like to.
No, you run.
There's the
basically
wheels.
walk.
You
They
don't
have
to
they
be
have like the
embarrassed.
they have like the Price is Right wheel, and then right across from that they have like a spin wheel from the side. I never go to the Price is Right wheel. That thing when I saw somebody insert their card, spin it, and walk away, and I walked up to, like, it landed on the thing, and I walked up to it as it was counting the tickets. Like, so it wasn't a demo. I was like, I've never seen one of these demo like that. They won the whole fucking prize. Like, it was like
did you steal it?
No, you couldn't, because it's on the card.
So you didn't.
But no,
try
but anytime I go to those spinners, I get at least 100 tickets. One time I got the 1,000 ticket, and that's how I got such a far ahead thing. So I just go straight there.
So you get how
And
much?
then I do skee ball.
How many? You need to get
Every trip now,
console.
since I realized that the first thing I do is whore out my credits for tickets for profit, right? Because I'm coming there to have fun, but I can also profit off of this fun instead of just wasting the money. You know, like I could have already got us some board games and shit. I have enough points to do that. But no, I'm going big. I want the next Xbox when I finally have enough tickets. You know, I'm only 3% there, so I have a lot of Dave & Buster's to play, but I'm a badass at skee ball. All those spins, I always get at least 100, at the very least. I got the luck of the spin, not the Wheel of Fortune shit or the Price is Right shit. That shit is, never gotten anything more than 10. But
Damn, you never got anything more than 10?
Not on the ones you pull the things for. No, fuck Dave & Buster's, because it's really addictive. You spend so much money there. It's so terrible. You spend so much fucking money there. I have spent $90 at Dave & Buster's playing bullshit video games
When you
trying
go
to
to the
win
thing where
tickets.
you little flick the quarter, you put a little coin on the thing, it shoots up. You know what I'm talking about?
No, and why did you just sound like Boomhauer? You sound like Black Boomhauer. What was that? What the fuck? Okay, we gotta move on. So, this last week, before I went to Dave & Buster's, I went out to the woods, right? I'm gonna make this as quick as possible. I encourage everybody, if you have a local national park, I didn't realize how big Ocala National Forest was.
It's fucking huge.
I had no idea. I haven't
there.
been there since I was like 5. There's bears in fucking Apaka backyards.
Big bears.
But
Big boys.
they're just black bears.
Hefty. What?
They're actually, the Florida black bear is actually a subspecies of the regular North American black bear. So it's
It's
a
a
little
subspecies?
bit, yeah, it's a little bit smaller.
Wow.
Yeah, they're just giant raccoons. But
Just coons, huh?
They can eat you.
You're just calling them coons?
no, they're
Calling the black bears coons?
God damn it.
They're just giant coons.
Yes, they are just giant coons, and you're not allowed to shoot them.
Bruh, you better watch it, bro.
Because
Al
they're-
Sharpton gonna come get you, bro.
Would you?
Al Sharpton, bro.
Will you please just repeat your thing about Al Sharpton?
Al Sharpton gonna come get you, bro. You gotta watch it.
He's like the feds. He'll
So
do it.
I go-
He'll do
All 93 pounds of him is gonna come get you.
it. He's doing that dumb. He's taking a selfie the whole time. That boy looks sick.
So I go out
With his turkey neck. Just
I go out to Ocala National
shoot.
Head
Forest.
is shaped so weird.
He's got a long
that
boy
fucking-
head.
It's that
It's
fucking
like it's-
perm
you
he's had
press
for fucking
Your thumb
all of
into
his
some
life.
clay, and it just has that shape. It's weird.
Just that perm.
Is that what?
It is the perm, I think.
That perm is like he's been with the perm for too long.
Oh yeah,
Like-
he didn't cut that shit off.
Imagine seeing
That shit
him
looks-
with like a fucking fade. You'd be like, yo, whoa, what's up, nigga?
So
Listen.
let me get back to the forest real quick, please. So I implore everybody, go out to your local area where there's like hundreds upon hundreds or hundreds upon thousands of square miles of space. You know, like, because I went out there, I've never felt so free. Because like, there's no cops out there. There's like occasional cops who
They
aren't.
have like rangers.
The rangers aren't gonna come do shit unless and that's feds. Those are feds, mind you. The Wildlife Commission are feds. They can take you. They're like the ATF or the FBI. They'll take you in. But it's like no man's land out there, because I want to camp out there, but I am so worried about degenerate rednecks.
The Ocala people lurk in the woods.
I'm scared of them.
Yeah,
you
you
even
should
with
be.
a firearm, because like imagine if like four Bubbas roll, like if all of us in this room went camping out in the Ocala National Forest, and like 4 Bubbas rolled up, and like
You gotta have at least 2 guns.
no, we have to have
You
a gun
need-
in
you need-
every tent.
You need.
I
two-
propose a gun in every tent,
You
and
need
everybody
at
has to go to the range earlier to know how to shoot it.
You need at least 2 ARs.
That sounds like some horror movie shit that
Oh, no,
I
you gotta
just
kill
don't
Bubba.
have time
You gotta
for.
kill Bubba, Bubba 2, Mitchell,
Bubba 3.
and Jenkins.
And Dwayne.
No.
Yes,
Not
Dwayne.
Dwayne. Dwayne.
There's a Dwayne, right?
Yeah.
That's a white. Yeah, I've seen that name before. But no,
That's-
the last time I was in Ocala National Forest I was like 12.
That's the like I was last
And
time I was like
in,
8.
I was in Eagle Scouts and we're fucking
Oh.
like doing our shit. And I remember playing a prank on one of the guys before me and like a couple other people played a prank on one of the dudes because we went to Checkers before we went.
You
So
shit
we get
yourselves
something-
when you got there?
No, we put everybody had their own like little water like camel pack thing, so we put like them spicy French fries and some hot sauce into his, and we like fuck with him, and then anyway we ended up drinking all our water. His water was the only water left, and the dude was like, "Y'all niggas drinking out the pond." So we had to filter the water from the pond, but it cleaned it. You know, we put through like a little chlorine filter or whatever, charcoal filter, and we cleaned it, but it still had that green tint to it.
Oh no.
So like we had to deal with that for like 2 days,
Tragic.
and I pissed and it was
no.
green.
Oh no.
Oh.
Man.
It had a green tint to
Well, at
it.
least you're still alive.
So I'm not gonna lie, we didn't camp out there because like it was honestly just too hot, and I got 2 ticks on me, even though we only spent like a total of like 2 hours in the forest.
2 ticks.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa, shit.
No,
Exactly.
buddy.
Yeah, fucking
I was
tick.
so mad. I was like, wait, I sprayed myself down with off all over. It's like
With
all
off
over.
the brand specifically.
Yes.
Yeah, I got some off here.
Yeah, it's got the
It'll
D.
kill this. It'll kill
It's
this.
got the
tick.
D.
Not the off brand. It's just
No, it's
off.
just off with an exclamation
Does
point.
off repel ticks?
Yeah, it's got the D. Damn it! God damn it!
It's got the deep.
Yeah.
It's got the
You got the
D.
Could you help me out here, Kutre?
It's got the deets.
Yeah,
Did you drop the damn jewel
it's
again?
right in between your legs. No homo.
Um,
So, all in all, I would suggest, because I was out there and I got to see, I didn't even know we had that much undeveloped land here. And I mean, when I say undeveloped, like, I'm going down forest roads. I went down roads that my truck honestly should not have gone down. Like, they were not suited for a truck, but I went, there's scratches all over the fucking thing. And it was fun. It was great. I went up dirt, fucking everything, and like through redneck holes, fucked up my suspension more. And I just gotta say, I've
gotta
never
get a lift.
and you know, we went and did shotguns, and I've never felt more free than in that forest. You know, when we found little camps, I came upon a spot. I sent it to the group chat.
That shit would look very serene.
The lake.
Very peaceful.
The problem was I got a couple stories about this whole time. So with that particular lake, we pull up and this old redneck man's like there with his little dog, and he's obviously a hunter. He's got like dog cages in the back of his truck, and he says, and it says specifically no camping on the whole thing, and he's like, "Oh, what are y'all out here doing? Fishing?" And we had a couple, rods. So like, it's like, yeah, we're fishing, we're smoking weed, like trying to camp. We were trying to camp there because it was gorgeous. And he's like, "All right, well, I'll come back in a couple hours and see what you boys are doing." And we were like, "Oh fuck, we can't camp there. We cannot camp here. We gotta get drunk and leave." No. And then he sent a few hours later. We saw a different truck with dog fucking cages in the back of the truck, and he put on like a cop flashlight, like on the side, like he just runs through the woods with a cop fucking side light.
That helps you.
Nope.
That helps you spot things.
We had
Nope.
we had to get the fuck out of there, but.
Bye.
At a different point earlier that same day, we had jumped a couple springs, gone through to a couple different springs in the forest. But my issue was I hadn't shit. Right?
How many of you was?
It was just me and my brother-in-law.
Oh,
So you just drove to each different one?
We went
Is
to
your
like
truck 4x4?
no.
Oh, you playing with fire, bro.
Oh, it was great. It was fun.
Sidebar, the other night, I took my truck, like at 1 in the morning.
Is your truck a 4x4?
4x4.
Oh shit! Let's go to the forest.
And then I went into like the retention pond that was like dried up, and I was just doing donuts. and I'm like, let me hope. I hope that a cop doesn't like pull up and like catch me.
And oh man, you
doing
better
this
watch
shit,
out.
'cause I was fucking just spinning out and shit. Had mud all on the truck.
So at one point, I had needed a shit really bad.
Oh shit!
And,
No TP.
We didn't bring TP with us, so I couldn't shit in the
So
woods.
how were y'all
I
going
mean,
to
you
camp?
could shit. You could have
We
shit in the
didn't camp.
woods.
We went to
No, I mean,
hotels.
but you said y'all were planning on camping.
we weren't prepared. That's why we didn't camp. We weren't prepared enough.
Fair enough.
So And my brother-in-law, he does a lot of hiking, and that's really why he was like, fuck it, you got the truck. Because really my plan was just to, like, pull the truck up somewhere in, like, a little enclave and, like, hang out and fucking post up some tents, and maybe if it rained, run into the back of the truck. But we ended up going to hotels for that part, but in the checkout for the shady hotel we first checked into, which was almost like a 1960s, like, serial killer type hotel, ran by Indians, like, Indians. And we get a knock on the door at 11 in the morning, and it's like, you need to get out of here. And,
never mind. See, you answered my question.
And
he answered my question.
My brother-in-law was great about it because he was like, "Can we get a couple of minutes?" She was like, $20, and he's like, "Oh, I'm." And she's like, "You $20, and you get out in 10 minutes." And he's like, "Well, I'm not going to be out of here in 10 minutes." And she's
wait. So it's like one of those by the hour.
So I'm just not
hotels?
going to give you $20.
It wasn't though. It wasn't a by the hour hotel. It was like $40. It was $45 for the night, but she was trying to charge a $20 late fee. But she wasn't who he booked through. He booked through Hotwire, so we just left without, because she was saying we needed to go to the office and pay the $20 late fee. But we just left.
$45 motel.
So, but in the morning, when that happened, he showered and he shit, and we got the fuck out of there. I had to shit. And I did not. And we go to the springs.
So why did you use the
Because we had to get the Indian women were literally there were 3 Indian women with carts outside of our fucking hotel room.
Fuck out of here.
I didn't want them to call the
Move
cops.
on,
It was
whatever
fucking
the
Silver
fuck.
Springs, bro. There's abandoned water parks and monkeys out there.
You gotta
and shit.
go. You gotta go. You just
Well,
go.
So I was like, I can hold it till the springs. We ate Burger King in between that time.
And you didn't
then I
shit
go to
in the
this-
Burger King?
Well, no, I
You
didn't
didn't shit
I didn't
in the
have to. It
fucking
wasn't
burger?
pertinent yet. And then we get to the first spring, and like it's all porta potties. And I'm like, oh no! And then the cold water
That's
snaps
not
my
gonna
butthole
work.
together. Exactly, it's not. It was like 1,000 porta potties, but there were a lot of people there.
Yeah.
So we get
It's
to
not
the
gonna
next
work.
one, and it was super nice. Like they like built. I didn't like that they built like block walls around the spring, but like it was cool. And the bathroom, I had to walk into this thing with no shoes on, and I just destroyed this bathroom. And I come out because like this guy, I could hear this guy keep spraying like spray, and I thought it was like a maintenance guy or something. Like, oh, I'm trying to work in here. No, it was some guy getting ready for work in the middle of a fucking national forest. Like he was putting product in his hair.
Holy
and,
shit.
like, he's wearing like a nice shirt. And I come out and I wash my hands, and he looks at me like he's like, I know you shit. And he's an Indian guy.
Wait,
and I was-
hold on.
Like he looked at me like that, like he's like, I've been smelling your shit for the past 10 minutes. And I'm looking at him like, bro, you're getting ready in a fucking national park.
Like, don't
Like,
say anything to me.
Yeah, are you living here? Like, I'm not mad at
You
you.
can't talk to me.
Don't
that
talk to me.
Yeah,
You can't talk to me
don't
that
look
way.
at me. He didn't talk to me, but he looked at me like
Yeah,
jokingly,
yeah,
and I had
but
to
I
look
would've
That's what
back.
I'm
him
saying.
like-
I would have looked at him like,
bro,
don't
What
even.
what are you doing, bro?
You suck at life. I'll beat you up.
So overall, the forest is great, very freeing. Lots of weird shit happens out there. Bring a gun. That's all I gotta say.
Can I make a note about forest like adventures?
Uh-huh.
So when I went to Maryland, I feel like that whole
Wait, they got forests up there?
yeah.
Yes.
What do you mean? There's
whole
mountains
I thought it was
and
all like The Wire and shit. Just concrete jungle.
no.
That's cities.
Avon Barksdale in every corner.
No, dude. Maryland, honestly, like it kind of reminds me of just being like nestled in a forest in a way. Like a lot
There's
of
a
the
lot of forest out there,
yeah, there's a lot of forest. A lot of the streets
especially on the street
are
on the state
lined with trees and forest.
What's like the same with
Even in like
in Durham? You ever been to Durham?
no,
Raleigh, North Carolina? It's the same thing, like just trees everywhere.
there's so many trees, and then like I remember I was leaving my grandpa's house. It was like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and there was like a deer in like the neighbor's yard, and then there was like another one behind it, and then I saw another deer the night before that, like just by the side of the road, and there was a lot of deer that I just randomly saw. I have a couple of videos of them, but like I usually see them in the winter time, but this is the first time I've been up in the summer for a while, so like I just kind of I forgot how prevalent they are. They're just like
They're all over the place.
they're really just all over the fucking place.
When I
Like they're
used to-
just out there.
When I used to detail, there's this place up in like Altamont area where one of the clients we had, they had like a nice house.
Mhm.
One of those big gated communities had a gate guard and all that. And like, because I would go there early in the morning. Like, I would be there like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, get their cars done. And I would see like deer running around the back, like just in the street, just hanging out, like, what's up? Because it's on like a golf course, but that golf course is also on some like open land.
Yeah.
So you got raccoons and all kinds of animals, bears and stuff.
Yeah, it's really cool. My grandpa's neighborhood up there is like actually right off of, not even right, like there's a trail within the neighborhood that goes like 8 miles one way and then just like a mile the other way. But yeah, I like that type of environment. Just, it's nice. I mean, and I like that down here too. Like you can kind of just find, it's not all like that, but you can still find your little pockets of, you know, forest.
There's some nice places.
Pockets.
That's what, if I had like big money, I just go buy a bunch of land somewhere like in Claremont.
Pocket watching.
Or Ocala and just
No, so in Ocala,
hang
in the
out with a
forest,
shotgun.
I saw property, like plots for like 10 grand for 5 acres.
Oh,
type
wow.
shit.
That's
So,
amazing.
And like what I was thinking, because I've always had this idea, like when I get any sort of money to where I can buy any sort of properties like that, I just want to buy like a conservation land, like just buy some land, nobody can fuck with it. If people want to hunt on it for, you know, keep culling the population of a certain animal, they got to pay me money. You know, if friends want to go camp on it, they don't have to pay any money, but they got to watch out for the hunters. You know, put reflective tape on your tents and shit.
Well, a lot of.
Have y'all seen that movie on Netflix?
What?
Which one? There's a lot.
The one movie? No, it's, oh God, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like a lady and her son and her friend, and they went camping. And I think the lady's husband had recently died.
Yeah, I remember that one. Sorry,
but they were like kind of getting stalked in like the.
I think I've seen the thing for it.
I think
Yo.
probably.
Honestly, fuck Netflix and their movies, because what they do is
their movies be shit sometimes.
Well, what they do is they force advertise it on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like they put it everywhere.
I remember that bright shit. They just,
but they don't
down
actually
your throat.
spend any money on advertising. They force it down your throat while you're trying to watch other
Watch
shit.
other shows.
Yeah, which is fucked up.
Did y'all see? Y'all watch Hulu at all?
Yeah, I've got Hulu.
It was AMC show called The Terror. You got it. I just finished watching this shit, and this shit's wild. Son. It's about these dudes trying to navigate through Antarctica in like 1850 or whatever.
I've noticed TV shows have gotten better and better, and movies have gotten shittier and shittier.
This shit was graphic for a fucking TV show.
There's a lot of them.
Like showing dude's head's been stomped on like a grape.
Oh,
that's no
It's
good.
wild. You can check it out. It's crazy.
All right, so we got to move on. So we've had a rocky week here in the United States.
Oh my gosh!
So ASAP Rocky is finally getting sent back to the U.S. I actually don't know anything about his sentencing. I do know Trump was very excited about this.
Trump was very delighted. It
Like
seems
he really
to
pulled it off.
let us
But
know. He's
I
like, "Look
feel
what
like
I
he
did,
didn't
guys."
do anything.
I don't think he did either.
I don't think so.
But
I actually
we
find
won't know.
severe-
How can we know?
I find a
he
severe
brought a
flaw.
lot. He brought a lot of publicity to it.
I find a
by
severe
tweeting
flaw
it.
with the Swedish justice system. That don't point
What?
a laser pointer in my eye, please. That will cause severe
There's-
retinal damage.
It doesn't work. But
So
okay.
my thing is, like, I've been to jail here. You know, when you see a judge
Yeah.
the next day in the jail, and they'll tell you what's going on from there. So I feel like he was held without any sort of justice for 3 weeks, in my opinion. He had the money to get out. If anybody else was there, they could have gotten out. You know, they could have taken his passport as a restriction of his bond. That's a simple thing.
Again,
People do that all the
even-
time.
Even though, because I know there's this comedian, and they were over there filming, show or whatever, or doing sets, and they went out, and his producer got locked up in Sweden for the same shit. And like he said it was some racist shit, like the they let everybody else in the club they were trying to go to, and then he walked up and the guy was like, "No, you can't come in."
So,
And then
because
they
he
started,
was, cause
yeah,
he was.
and then they started fighting.
So
and then they locked
the new video
him
that
up.
came out of the different angle of the bodyguard actually initiating the physical contact. I didn't see it as that because what I saw was
him pushing him away.
well, the kid exactly. Well, first the kid's arm raised right before he pushes him away. So like I get that he definitely did exert more force than this small dude because he's a bodyguard. But when he's talking to the dude and the small dude, I didn't see the other angle that shows what the small dude did. But all I saw was an arm raise from him before the push. So that leads me to believe that there was some sort of contact of some kind that would lead a bodyguard especially to take excessive, not even excessive force. They didn't beat him to a pulp. They roughed him around a little bit.
They Trailer Park Boys.
They threw him around. Yeah, they didn't even beat the shit out of him.
Up a bit.
They didn't fucking maim this kid. So honestly, fuck Sweden. Never going there.
There's really nothing there.
There's nothing there. Fuck them.
I mean, I
Fuck
would still visit, but
I go to Switzerland.
Fuck Sweden. You want to go to a Scandinavian country? Go to Norway.
I'd go there too.
Not Sweden.
They got turbo thoughts in Norway.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
they
I
got
don't-
strong brows.
Huh?
Strong browed women in Norway.
Like brows, just thick.
Just like caveman brows. Very Neanderthal like brows.
Damn.
Yeah, and very Genghis Khan looking.
Well, I'm not going there for the turbo thoughts or the eyebrows.
That's good.
I would just.
I would love to go to Iceland for their
Right.
black beach. They've got a beach
Yeah.
where the sand. It's
Yeah.
not even sand. It's like rocks.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
You should look into it.
Well, I heard it's more since they have to import everything. That's why it's so fucking expensive.
To go to Iceland?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
The
yeah.
food and
But
everything.
they're
like
a tax
for
haven.
beer, you're playing like $22.
They're also a tax haven. That's why they make everything so expensive. Not just the imports.
Well, yeah.
Because people come there with money so that they can hide it from their governments. Which is great. I'm down. So, other than that, we got Trump talking shit about Baltimore, calling it rat infested, calling Elijah Cummings a shit representative.
Well, it is
So,
rat infested.
here's the thing.
Have you ever seen The Wire?
Well, there was also not only The Wire.
It's full of rats.
There was a live broadcast on Baltimore, like Fox, like local station, where they're like the thriving city of Baltimore, and in the background you can see a rat crawling through the street.
Not the deep fake.
There was not
No,
a deep
deep
fake,
fake.
right? Why, if they're trying to make the case that they're not rat infested, why would they deep fake a rat in? Why would they do that?
To show how they want to warp reality.
I don't understand why people are like really that upset about it. I mean, if it sucks, it sucks.
Yeah,
That's it. It's not racist. It's not.
That was the thing. Like,
You know,
he didn't say anything racist, and it
it
got
has
tagged on for
nothing to
being
be-
racist because Baltimore happens to have a good amount
I
of
feel
black
like people who
there.
are calling it racist
Are-
are being racist
because they're like,
you're insinuating. Yeah,
You're saying because there's black people there, it's shitty, aren't you?
you're turning it into that because he didn't say that.
But like he did the same thing with Puerto Rico. He said the government was corrupt. He said that the government wasn't passing out the supplies he sent.
Well, I mean,
And-
it's like true.
Right,
Because
but he was called
did.
racist for it, and then now
That's
it
what's
comes
crazy.
out that the governor is resigning because of protests in the street
Ricky
involving
Martin
Ricky
looking
Martin
ass.
and Bad
Fuck outta
Baby,
here.
and because he was in a group chat talking shit about hurricane victims and and being corrupt. He was corrupt over the whole
just
government.
working
was
on his fucking 5-minute bit. Like I don't see anything wrong with it. no, but like it's crazy how because my mom like went off on that shit. She was like, "Who the fuck? Like, don't they have jobs that they can like stand out in protest?" I'm like, "Mom, don't say that." She's like, "Don't they have jobs to be at?" Like,
They don't.
I can't.
Some of them are paid to be there.
I can't be protesting for
Some of them are paid to be there.
for 3 days, 4
I've
days
actually
straight.
been-
I got bills.
I've been on Craigslist for jobs, for like construction jobs,
Uh,
and seen freelance actor jobs to be able to be in the sun, to be able to not care about political affiliation, and to be paid $18 an hour. I would hold a sign in the sun for $18 an hour. No fucking complications. I don't care what you're saying. You know, like you give me a sign that says, you know, fucking kill everybody, and tell me I'm making $18 an hour to hold it in the fucking middle of downtown. I don't care. I'm making $18 an hour. 6 hours.
Meanwhile, the dude at Little Caesars getting paid like $5 an hour, but he's doing backflips.
No, he's getting paid like $7.
Handstands.
No, in Florida, the minimum
spins.
wage is $8.05. So
He's doing like those
spin of the pizza,
upside down push-ups.
So I do want to touch briefly.
Hold on. An upside down push up.
I mean, like he's like headstand, like push-up.
Yeah,
Oh.
push up, headstand, push up. Yeah,
Okay.
upside down.
All for seven
Up,
15.
down,
But
push
you
up.
said it weird, and it didn't register to me.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
So we had the second round of the Democratic debates this week. I didn't watch the first round very much. I did see Bernie yell and say he wrote the damn bill.
He did. He wrote
the damn
He
bill.
wrote the damn bill. The second night,
Can we get some fucking
it was just an
vapors?
all-out bloodbath on Joe Biden. Just everybody just fucking taking Joe Biden's dick, ripping it off, throwing it against the wall, throwing axes at
Taking
it
his
accurately.
dick?
He was
Ripping it off.
He got destroyed, but then
hitting him from the top rope
exactly.
with the RKO.
Then Tulsi Gabbard comes in because Kamala Harris. It was weird because I watched.
You mean
this.
no? You mean the roach?
Yes, the
Kamala
roach.
Harris.
So I watched this
She's
and like
a
the
fucking
first.
can't.
roach.
I went into the shower before
Very
opening
buggy.
statements, and I missed opening statements. But I come in, and it's Joe Biden and Kamala Harris going back and forth. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But this lasts for 10 minutes. 10 minutes straight. Like, they keep mentioning each other, so by the debate rules, they get to respond. 10 minutes straight. So then somebody else gets mentioned and gets to talk. Or I think they redirected the question. And that person brings up Joe Biden. Which means Joe Biden gets to respond. So 10 minutes later go by. And then Kamala Harris gets brought up through Joe Biden's speech. And she gets to speak again. So another crazy shit goes on. And at one point, Tulsi Gabbard comes out and she's like, no, fuck Kamala Harris. You know what she did to black communities as Attorney General? Wasn't she a prosecution attorney? Wasn't that how she like? Wasn't she tough on crime? You know the false it was the false conviction of a murderer, and the marijuana arrest, and then laughing, which she loved to do. Kamala Harris loves to laugh at things that she thinks that she's above. She laughs at the people asked if she smoked marijuana, even though she's convicted people of having marijuana. Yeah. She laughed when she was asked about putting parents in jail because their children miss school. She laughed. If a parent's child is missing school for that long, they're probably pretty fucking poor, and you're gonna put the parent in jail and take the kids to where they can be controlled by the fucking state.
Yeah,
that's all it is. So fuck that bitch.
So what Tulsi Gabbard pretty much said was that
fuck this bitch,
Kamala Harris, you're a fucking thought, and you're a fucking bug.
And what was fun was like she was completely stunned by the Tulsi Gabbard. She was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It was really fun because she was really strong the whole debate.
With her roach antennas blowing in the wind.
I was gonna say she won.
Stop it.
I was gonna say she won the debate watching it, right? Like she was going hard on Joe Biden, which I actually during my commentary I said she's fucking up because she's bringing Joe Biden into it when he wasn't mentioned, but she seemed strong. But when Tulsi Gabbard Tulsi Gabbard, may I put it like this, made her a boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she outdicked that woman, like straight up. She just straight up was like, "No, bitch, this is what you've done."
It was those calves, those strong,
those cankles,
those
strong surfboarding cankles,
Surfboard.
those squatting 450 calves.
All right. So I do want to touch on Brad B. Godlike real quick. He's got an opinion. My phone's way over there, so I don't really have the speech.
Was this about the
live action?
The barbershop shit?
Live action is not permitted. And I think it's stupid that they keep making this shit. Things that nothing needs. James and the Giant Peach, fucking Lion King. There's no emotions in those lines. They just announced James and the Giant Peach is going to be live action. Ariel never be gay. Little Mermaid never needed to be live action. I don't care what you feel. I don't care what you feel about the race of the mermaid. That doesn't fucking matter.
Lion King was gay.
And like Lion King
watching
was a
it.
great movie for our
Is
childhood.
it really live action though? If
I
there's
mean, well,
nothing
it's CGI.
alive,
But it's
CGI,
it
but
looks
still.
like National Geographic. It's
Why-
scanned-in lions with CGI artists over the scanned-in lions. They can make a whole Carrie Fisher. She's been dead for 3 years. They can definitely make a fucking lion speak.
Like,
I mean,
why
yeah, but I'm just
why
saying,
even
like,
do it?
is it-
like the classics are classics for a reason?
That's exactly.
There's no reason to.
And
unless you're
Ala-
making like a sequel to something, like Space Jam 2.
Aladdin
Like,
with fucking-
what they did
remake-
with the Mary Poppins, they didn't remake her. I didn't watch it, but
was
this
it
is
a
what my
sequel?
coworker. But it's like her
A weird
kid or
sequel.
something,
Well, that's
or
what they did
some
with
shit.
the Magic
Yeah.
School Bus.
What?
Miss Frizz's niece is now the driver of the Magic School Bus, and it's like
Oh.
this weird animation. It's Netflix. It's this weird animation style. Yeah, it doesn't fit. It hurts the man. This kills the man. So we're gonna move on. One more, two more, three more time. No, two more time.
Wait,
So,
we're just done. We're done talking about the live action. That's it. We're done. So
that's it.
That was
You
his
know,
rant.
Well, no, he had a lot. He had literally 4 paragraphs at least of an entire Facebook
check
message
out his
post.
Facebook post.
No, it was a
y'all.
message. It was personal.
Oh,
So
well, never mind.
I love Brad, but I
Well, tell
can't.
me-
I'm
Email it.
paraphrasing. Basically, he's saying when you take the animated shits and you turn them into CGI, it loses a lot of its emotion because a lot
Exactly.
of that, yeah, it
and
loses-
and artistic value.
yeah. Like there's a lot. There's a certain soul that goes along with like those old animated like Disney movies that you can't really replicate when you put it in CGI. Kind
true.
of come lifeless.
It's true.
Yeah, I agree
And
with
that was the thing with the Lion King is that
Yeah.
they couldn't do dances like Simba did, and they couldn't actually smile at things. They
Yeah.
were just they looked
They
like
have
National
lions.
Geographic. They're lions. They're lions that
They're
talk.
fucking
They're
lions.
talking lions, but they're casted with all black people, which doesn't actually make sense.
Again, then that's racist for insinuating that they have to be black just because they're
AJ.
lions.
I didn't do that. I've actually
No,
heard
you personally made that decision, and it's wrong.
No, he said I did. All right, so we got 2 more things. Spending $3,500 on on a new pair of tennis
Brand new
shoes.
whip, got no keys.
Okay.
So, Lil Baby,
Mm-hmm.
this at least 6-month-old song, at the very least.
Wow. Bitch,
way
I'm a
older
baby.
than
See,
that.
yeah,
Like, at
the
least a
very
year.
look, man. I haven't
At
paid,
least
I
a
haven't
year.
paid for any streaming music services in at least a year. So
Listen, the whole reason why I wanted to bring it up because when I was in Maryland, I was with my aunt. We were at Nordstrom. We were at Nordstrom's.
Nordstrom Rack.
There's
No,
a
the
difference
real-
between Nordstrom and
Rack is
Nordstrom
for
Rack.
broke boys.
Nordstrom Rack is the
Nordstrom's
discounted
for
shit
for the
from
ballers.
Nordstrom's.
Oh, that makes even more sense. Okay,
Yeah.
continue.
But we did actually go to Nordstrom Rack. So,
But the regular Nordstrom is for the ballers. Nordstrom Rack is for broke boys.
Okay.
well, I had to
haven't
go
been
there.
either. I've been to Ross.
That's for broke boys.
Anyway,
broke baller boys.
Any ways. So we went to Nordstrom Rack because I had to get something, and they had these pair of shorts in there that the original price was like $268, and but discounted, I think they were like for 100 or something less than that. But I said to her, I was like, it's crazy that someone would pay $300 for a pair of shorts. Like, these shorts look like I could get them at Ross. And she's like, no, well, if you made $20,000 a month, then you wouldn't have a problem.
That's
getting. And I disagree. I disagree.
What do you mean?
Did
I
you
disagree.
beat her up? Did you beat her ass after she said that? to you?
No, I
It's a
did
true
not.
statement.
I actually explained to her.
It
Well,
is
no,
it is an
because of the type.
ass-beatable statement, but it is a true statement.
No, because of the type of person that I am, I just wouldn't spend. That's not where I would allocate my money. Like, I just don't feel like clothes are that important to spend that much. Now, would I maybe spend $60 on a pair of shorts when I wouldn't normally? Sure, if I made more money, then like I wouldn't feel bad about that. But like that caps at a certain point. $300, that's too much. And she was just
That's a lot
basically
for
saying,
shorts.
"I'm just a broke bitch," and
Tell
that's
her
why
my-
I wouldn't
tell
do
her
I'm
my
a
it.
clothes no
basic
starch,
bitch.
please.
But I don't feel like
This is a good time.
the thing is like because we were having this argument, and she was saying it's all because of the quality that they would be $300. And I was
That's not
saying,
true.
I was saying only
That's
part
just
of
not
it.
true.
Only part of it is for
Yeezys.
quality, and then part of it is for the name,
The statement, yes.
Yeah, and just the status.
So I want to wrap this up with my last topic here is lottery fantasies. So there's this new scratch off that they're advertising on the radio that they're claiming they will give you $5,000 a week for life, right? So that's $260,000 a year. Okay. For doing nothing. Every week you get $5,000, which I think is honestly better than getting one lump sum of however much. You know, you get $5,000 a week. That's you never have to work again.
I went out. They won't let me back in with it. So.
Shouts out to Daddy Clance dropping off scotch. That was a weird. The hippie commune will not allow outside alcohol. You must contribute to the hippie commune's alcohol. Otherwise, fuck you. So, like, if you won the lottery, whether it was one of those, like, structured settlements and you needed cash now, or if you got the cash now and you paid the 45% tax or whatever it is, what would your plan be? Like, do you ever fantasize about, I personally don't play the lottery. I hear these things and I'm like, fuck, I need to play. You can't win it if you're not in it. But I never get in it. I don't
want to get in it.
I never win things. And I see, like, I got this dude I used to work with at Steak and Shake. He works in factories now. And he's ghetto.
He works in factories now.
Yeah, he's a ghetto as fuck, dude. He's got rims like fucking 24 inches on a Pontiac. His name's DeAndre Williams. And when I came
that's
a
name.
He's a good guy.
Very prestigious.
He went to prison for 4 years and still has his concealed carry permit. So he's a good guy.
Well, very prestigious.
No, he was able to carry his gun to Puerto Rico. He's a good guy.
Okay, continue your story,
not in the
please.
System yet, but we'll get. That's another discussion. So go ahead.
So he's always winning these scratch offs, right? And I see people like that all the time, and I'm like, I am not one of those people.
You gotta change that mindset.
No. It's not that. No, that's not.
You gotta change your mind.
It's not. I'm not gonna manifest winning fucking lottery tickets. Because
yes, you can.
I've never won a damn thing. Thinking I would win things, I've never won a damn thing in my life. Thinking I'm like, oh, I'm just fucking around. I've won a Harry Potter DVD. And that's it. That's it. Anything I didn't work for, I've never won raffle type deals.
Wait, but which Harry Potter was it?
It was the first Harry Potter. I didn't have a DVD player, but I already had that Harry Potter's VHS. But when we got a DVD player, it was cool because that little DVD had like rudimentary games that you could play with your DVD player's remote. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah. I won from WB Kids. But like, what would you do with the lottery? Like, because I think I would like buy a house or buy some property or some shit, and then probably just fucking go all over the world. Like, I wouldn't want to be home ever again. I would never want to be in one place ever again.
I buy property.
I would want to buy a
set
place.
My family up. I go travel.
Yeah, fix my credit.
That's without saying. If you win that kind of money, you're good.
Nope, because some people fuck it up.
Wait,
some people have that kind of money.
How's your
fuck
credit?
that.
I'll fix your credit if it's good enough.
It's already like.
What does that mean?
If your credit, you get money like that. Like I was talking
off a couple friends' credit. You know,
I was talking to.
I'm not gonna tell very many people I won.
I was talking to my uncle about this the other day about like when NBA players get drafted.
Oh man, their cousins are coming out of the woodwork.
No. Well, yeah, that too. Before they even get drafted, right? We're talking like they go to New York because that's where the draft is held every year, and they have to. Like
you're gonna buy the team?
You trying to buy a team?
Yeah, I buy the Magic.
I thought about you'd buy the Magic.
Yeah,
that is a losing investment, my friend. I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up! I turn around.
I love
back to what I was saying.
You would not. You would not. Who would you hire?
Myself
as a coach,
coach, GM.
So you would
owner. The whole shebang.
So your idea for making money is cutting salaries by managing the entire franchise.
I figure it out. Anyway, what I was saying was these guys they go to New York.
A Walmart owner just like making burgers for you and taking your order and doing the drive-through and like telling you the ice cream machine's broken all at once.
The owner's never going to tell you that. But like, all right, so these guys get
won't tell you who's the owner
before the draft, right? They go to New York, and that's the big night. Like this is it. Like if you're in the first round, especially if you're in like the first 10 picks, that's like prime time. You're like first round draft piece, number one. You're
Dime piece.
guaranteed like at least $5 million contract.
Right.
And for most of these guys, that's life changing. So, what? Before they even play the game, what do? They go to Gucci, they go to Louis Vuitton, they go to
and get credit cards.
No, they get custom. They get suits made because you need a suit for the draft.
Well,
so
they'll
front
pay
it.
for
Yeah,
they'll
get,
front you the
they
suit.
Get on credit. Yeah, they
no
do that.
shit. Like
they
the NBA will do this. It's not the company doing it. Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Like
they give them credit.
A designer or whatever, and they give them, whatever. Was it $2, $3, $4 grand, $5, $6, whatever? They give it to them. Then they go see a jeweler because if you got earrings,
jewelry.
I need real
this ain't
diamonds.
even half my jewelry.
Be on stage.
Wait, can I just say really quick about diamonds? You don't need them. I mean, they're rocks like all the other ones, and you can find a prettier rock. Like whenever. If I ever get engaged or anything, I don't want like a diamond ring. I'd rather some other sort of.
So
really
you'd rather
like
just
amethyst.
Granted, got it.
I really like amethyst.
You said any other rocks that granted.
I don't mind lab created stones because I feel like there's never been in the toes of a child. You know what I mean? Like I feel better when it's certified lab created. Fucking real, like from that same molecule.
VVS.
It's
VV.
Yeah, you can get the VV. I love that. There's this interview I saw with Birdman, and he's just so nonchalant about it. He's showing off all his jewelry. He's got like $2 million worth of jewelry he's showing off, and he's like, "Yeah, I've got," and he's rubbing his hands together. He's like, "Yeah, I've got this one diamond, and this one piece coming in. And it's got this red diamond from the bottom of the mine. I'm real excited about it." And that was it. Like, there was no emotion behind that excitement. There was no excitement behind that statement.
He's excited about it. He's reflecting
And
on how
rubbing
excited.
I feel like the faster Birdman rubs his hands, the more money he knows his hands are about to come in contact with. Because like he always does it in the Lil Wayne videos. He used to do it in the Drake videos. Or I mean, both. He used to do it in both. He just rub his hands, and the more vigorous, like, what was it? They can't help it. Money to Blow. The Money to Blow. And we gonna be all right if we put Drake on every hook. Birdman knew that. Birdman figured that out and told Wayne, "Hey, tell the masses." And this is around the time I went into psychosis and thought that Young Money was controlling us through VR. So there's a reason for that now. Like now that kind of makes sense more because you
like tell that story a lot.
We're gonna be all right if we put Drake on it.
Psychosis.
Yeah, Drake is he's a mastermind.
Drake it's disgusting.
I hate
Drake. It's
You're not doing it.
It's pretty. You have to say that.
He's
the only
trying to prevent
he's
trying to prevent a catastrophe here.
Wrap it up.
I know what he's trying to prevent, and he's right. He's honestly right because I'm gonna get too excited and I'm gonna start saying some wrong shit. No, you're fine. You're fine.
The only Drake piece of work that was good was if you're reading this, it's too late. And
what was the one with Marvin's Room?
That was Take Care.
No, that was good.
It was all right.
I was drinking a lot at the time.
If you're reading this, it's too late. Was fucking fire. Everything else he's put out since then.
You would like if you're reading this.
Yeah,
shut up. You don't know me.
That seems like
wasn't that the one with all I need is one dance?
No, that was the one with
We not ending this episode talking about goddamn Drake.
It was the one.
Let's talk about
why y'all not doing this.
Shouts out to Drake.
Wait, hold on. I didn't answer the question. What I would do with my lottery money.
Hurry up.
So I'd buy a pony.
All right,
you would literally buy a pony.
Good night.
You can't even ride a pony anymore. No, I want to hear everybody's lottery winnings real quick. We got
so I'd actually
finish mine, but go ahead.
Well, because you were taking too long. You were taking like 30 minutes.
We got 4 minutes.
So I would get like a place to live, but I want to build my house. I don't want some other person's fucking house. I want my house.
No, shit.
I'm going to build it, and then
much?
I'm going to like make sure everyone in my family's like good to go. I'm not going to, nobody gets handouts, but
all right, well,
you get a gift.
Here's the question.
So then
no questions here.
I also want to travel and see like I have a list. I have this book and I have a list of places.
So you actually do have a plan.
I want to go to those places.
Okay.
And then I would like to spend the rest of my life indulging in my creative activities like writing and
which you could do seamlessly if you were getting
drawing
income for nothing.
Yeah, getting beat up by your cat Quavo.
So the $5,000 a week would be best for you, is what you're saying. You could save up for like 3 weeks, go on your trips, and then just live and do your art.
Yes.
Okay.
I wish.
Okay. Kutre, any lottery winning that is more than you would normally make in a lifetime by like normal average standards, by like a $40,000 a year salary standard.
What would I do? Honestly, I don't fucking know. I'm about to do some wild shit, like build a fucking
compound
spaceship or some shit.
Oh, you go full Elon Musk.
I go full.
Would you open up the sausage house?
You would want one large lump sum.
Yes.
No structured settlement. You need cash now.
Yes.
J.G. Wentworth.
877 cash now.
So, you know the taxes you'd have to pay on that shit though, right? You'd lose you'd have to win a good one of them Powerball billion things to even be able to invest the money in the first place to be able to make the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to really play your cards right. So that's I like that. I like that. That's ballsy. We're going space.
Yeah, I'd buy up all the real estate, everything.
All of it. Just
straight up monopoly.
Everyone's stuff.
Straight up monopoly money. Help my family out. Buy an NBA team. Be courtside at every game. I would invent an actual thought patrol that would go around the streets armed to the team.
A mercenary.
Yeah, destroying thoughts.
That's
just
fine.
I mean,
it's
illegal.
That
is not legal.
That is incredibly illegal, but
that's not something you can do.
You can incinerate the thoughts.
Can't
do that. Destroy them. Like we turn them
mentally.
Into, like I said, it's one of those it's like for druggies. Like we take them, we put them.
What are you teaching them though? What are you saying?
From thoughts into actual real citizens.
Yeah, but that's subjective.
Real law-abiding people.
You try to rehabilitate.
There are law. I mean, I'm sure there's few, but there are law-abiding thoughts out there.
I agree. I think that
girls
there
who
are
get out their pussy who don't do crimes.
I think that they do exist.
But
one time,
setting thought patrol on the
hold on, really quick.
Okay,
talking about crime. When we went to St. Patty's Day at this one bar, and I went to the bathroom, and this one girl was talking about how she steals stuff from Goodwill, and this other girl was talking about how she also steals stuff, and they were kikiing and laughing about how they steal stuff. And I was just like, ew, y'all bitches gross. And
bitches.
I left, and the other girl who was in the bathroom, she was like, could you believe them just talking about stealing stuff like that? And I was like, I know. It was a time.
So we got to wrap this up. All in all, go out to the woods. It's refreshing. ASAP Rocky's coming home. Blessed be to the bass drum.
Let's bring our
troops home.
Our troops home.
God damn it! I dropped the jewel again.
Dropped the Jew.
Dropped the.
Hey.
No, that's correct, Zab. He does want to do that all the time. Every day.
Hey, everybody, shut up.
No.
So we got Kamala Harris is a bitch.
No. She's a roach.
She's a roach.
And she's a
roach bitch. She's a roach thought bitch.
Lil Uzi says you a thought, you a gnat.
Exactly. Precisely. Live action reboots should stop happening.
Agreed.
You should never, ever pay more than what an article of clothing is worth.
$350.
And if you win the lottery, please invest some money in something good. Anything else, Ev?
You can take care of yourself and brush your hair and wear and invest in clean underwear.
And you cannot vote for Kamala Harris thought buggy.
Kamala Harris isn't a person running for president.
Listen, y'all gotta stop this slander.
She's a thought.
No, what do you mean?
And she's a bug.
No, we're getting off of this. We're getting no, we're going. Goodbye, friends.
No more bugs. Use raid.
Thank you for listening. Raid the roaches. No homo.